Welcome back to another episode of Bam-Boozled, everybody. This week, if you can't tell, is our St. Patrick's Day special, and we're celebrating by making an Irish coffee, a real one this time, and talking about one of my favorite Irish films, Once. Wouldn't be a St. Patrick's Day special if I didn't have a Guinness. Gotta have a Guinness. So when I made my previous Irish coffee episode, I thought that all you had to do was add whiskey to coffee and that would be it. I thought it was kind of like a joke, like, oh, I'm gonna make my coffee a little Irish, you know? And it is kind of a joke. I think it is a joke, but there is a drink that is a bit more interesting than just that. This drink was created in 1943 by chef Joe Sheridan at Foynes Port near Limerick, Ireland. Foynes Port was an air base for transatlantic flights. Many politicians and celebrities would stop there to refuel, so a restaurant was set up for them. After a flight had to turn back midway through its journey, Joe felt bad and wanted to make the passengers something special. That something ended up being the first Irish coffees. The name allegedly comes from an interaction between Joe and a passenger who asked, "Hey buddy, is this Brazilian coffee?" "No," said Joe. "That's Irish coffee." All right, let's make this, why don't we? Okay, so this starts out pretty simple. All you gotta do is 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Boom. Next, we gotta do coffee, but I wanna do the whipped cream first because I've never hand whipped cream. So this will be maybe our funny part of the episode. I don't know. Me learning new things is always pretty entertaining for folks, isn't it? All right, so how much of this do I even need? Lightly whipped double cream. Okay, hang on a second. Let's pull up the recipe itself. My script did not include what I need. Where the hell is it? Is it here? Ah, here we are. 1 ounce lightly whipped double cream. Okay, so that's not so bad, right? I mean, do you think I should pour more of this in here to do it? Because I feel like 1 ounce, I'm not gonna really get anything. I don't know. Let's just start with 1 ounce and we'll see what happens. Cool. Cool. Put you over there. Alrighty, let's whisk this baby. How long is this supposed to take? Is this like, I don't know. It doesn't seem whipped to me. Yet again, this is the content you guys come for. Me doing this stuff. At least I don't think I look like an idiot, unless I'm doing something wrong here that I'm unaware of. What I'm more worried about is the camera running out of space, because this only records for 30 minutes, and I've already recorded for at least 25. All right, let's look at what this is supposed to, like the consistency of it's supposed to be once you've done this. I don't know, I feel like it should be more solidified. It almost feels like I need to do more, right? I don't know, man. Okay, I feel like I'm wasting my time here. Let's just look it up. Am I supposed to add something else to it? Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a little pause. I'm gonna get a few different ingredients. We got some more fun little things here. So, this site says I need to actually put in some vanilla extract, but like, not a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, sugar. I was reading about the sugar. Hang on. So it said just do a little. Ooh, I hope that was a little. This stuff always makes me think of Tom Hanks in that Family Ties episode.
It may not be Miller time, but it is vanilla time. Who's looking at you, kid?
If you know, you know. All right. So this one says 1 cup of cream is 2 tablespoons. We're not doing that much. Let's do 1. So we already have a ton of sugar. Oof, I'm making a mess. There we are. This is gonna be 1 sugary beverage. I tell you that much. Yes, I think this is happening. From what I've been told, actually, this is mostly for flavor, like the vanilla extract. I don't know. I've never used that stuff before. I wonder if my whisking technique is off. Probably is. I don't fucking know. Maybe there's something else I need to do. Medium peaks. To me, that doesn't seem like a medium peak. It's definitely starting to look a little more. Oh, wait. Yeah, now that's a medium peak, baby. I don't fucking know what that means, but we're saying that's what it is. Okay, so I think we just have to go get some coffee. So I'll again be right back. Ooh, my beans. That looks hot. I'm gonna need me a cup of that. Alrighty, here we are. I had a little more coffee than it said. It said only 4 ounces, but I did 6 because I like coffee. And I wanted to do more, but it's also 5 p.m. when I'm filming this, and I don't want to be up all night. So, okay. Looks like we're on to everyone's favorite part of the video, me opening bottles. I've mentioned this to some people, but there's been this weird phenomenon where people just want to see me open bottles now. Like, I've posted other clips of the show on there, and they do okay, you know, thousands of views. That's better than nothing. But on the 2 videos where I'm opening bottles, I get crazy amount of views. Like the one with the Maker's Mark bottle, nearly at 1 million. The one where I opened the bottle of mezcal, 100,000. I don't understand. I didn't know this niche existed on TikTok, but I guess it does. Or people were hoping I would fail again. But hey, you know, I learned from my mistakes, he says as he tries to open this bottle. But yeah, that was pretty easy. I've had this before. I love Tullamore Dew. I don't know if you guys have ever had this. Good shit. It's very good shit. Colin Garsha got me into it. If you don't know him, he's my buddy. He's a ginger fellow. How much of this am I getting? 1.5 ounces. Sweet. Fun times. Oh, jeepers. I had a very, very drunk night recently, so opening this and looking at myself pouring it, I'm like, oh, God. I was actually thinking of just getting wasted for this episode, just to see what would happen. Not doing that now. Not after last time. Holy mother of God. Anyways. So let's pour some of this in here. Ooh. Alrighty. Give it a little stirry stir. I do love the smell of whiskey and coffee mixing together. It's good. It's good shit. So now I gotta add this. I feel like I'm gonna spill it everywhere, but let's try anyways. Okay. There's that. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it smells so good. Glad I did this. I almost didn't because I'm lazy. But no. This is one thing I'm liking about this show is I'm not just learning how to make cocktails. I'm learning how to do random stuff like hand whipped cream, which, I mean, like anything, you always assume something's going to be way harder than it's going to be. And then when you do it, it's like, oh, that was actually like 5 seconds of my time. And very simple. Okay, let's get this out of here. Just get out of here, kid. What are you doing? All right, this looks great. I'm excited. This is much better than the last one. Wow. It even kind of looks like it, too. I was nervous that it was going to sink or something, but no, it looks like the drink. So let's give it a taste. Yeah, that's a lot better. Of course it is, though. This is a beverage. Now, this is a beverage. Man. Makes me feel Irish. Very Irish. I like feeling Irish. My God, that is very good. So now that we've got a tasty Irish beverage, let's talk about Once. Once was written and directed by John Carney and takes place in Dublin. It follows a struggling Irish musician who meets a Czech girl who takes an interest in his busking. She too is a musician, and they work together to record demos of his songs. Romance ensues. So it had a tiny budget, like $150,000. That may sound like a lot to people, but it's really not. A lot of low-budget indie films still cost millions of dollars to make. Originally, when Cillian Murphy was going to play the protagonist, they had a lot more money, but he dropped out, and a lot of the funding went with him. In desperate need of a new lead actor with much less money to work with, he asked the songwriter he was working with, Glenn Hansard, if he would play the part. Glenn had only been in one film prior to this, actually a very similar film, which is very good too, The Commitments. It's about an Irish soul band, and he played the guitarist. But he didn't really have a big part, so he didn't know if he had the acting chops to do this, which is funny to me because the character is literally him. Like, I don't know if they adjusted it a bit when he took the role, but it's about a guy busking the streets of Dublin, which is what he did for years. So it was kind of the part made for him, and it's great that he ended up doing it because he's fantastic in the part. Starring opposite of him is Markita Erglova, similar to Glenn, didn't really have much acting experience, and I think that's actually kind of what makes their whole thing work a little bit because they're able to be very natural with each other. They're not trying to be other people, they're just having conversations. In my acting school, that was kind of a big thing for us, is just have the conversation, you know, at least when I took Jeffrey Horn. And I think this movie does a great job at capturing that, with people who are not even that comfortable being actors. So this was filmed in 17 days with a skeleton crew using only natural light. Again, crazy. This isn't supposed to work. Like, you always hear people say, oh, just get a camera, film something. That's all you need to do. If the performances are good, if the story is good, who cares? You can do fine, you can get anywhere. You really can't. It is so hard to get noticed with anything. Even if you have a budget, it's really hard. So the fact that this movie overcame all of the odds and won an Oscar for Best Song, which it greatly deserved, it blows my mind. Honestly, it's maybe one of the most impressive success stories in recent film history. So this may surprise some people who know my short film For the Benefit of Mr. Winston, but I actually watched this after I wrapped production. It's not really that the films are like all that similar or something other than the music element, but this is one of those movies where if you're making a music film, people tend to go watch once. What is funny is that I did watch other movies by John Carney before this. So I watched Sing Street, and I watched Begin Again, not knowing that he had done Once. He's done like a lot of movies like this though, a lot of music films, and they're all great, so totally check them out if you get the chance. So from how the film was done, like how the actors go about their roles, and the music, and the filming style, you end up getting this very intimate, natural project. From what I understand, a lot of the dialogue is actually improv. I also read that they had to use a long lens when filming on the streets of Dublin because they didn't get permits and they needed to be far away so people couldn't see what they were doing. So the pedestrians you see in the film are actual pedestrians. Again, it adds to this like realism, and it makes it very interesting. Probably one of the things that really hits this thing home, other than obviously the music, is the chemistry between Markita and Glenn, who actually ended up dating after filming was done. And what's even crazier is that this film, while being so romantic, to the point where I get emotional at the end of the film, they don't even kiss. They're never together in the film, but they are. The music brings them together. Everything brings them together. It's just everything happened the correct way in this film. Everything went right. So check it out if you haven't already. I strongly recommend it. I also just really relate with this film. I feel like I've had so many romantic encounters that just last for a small amount of time and then something happens where the person has to move away or something just happens, you know? And it can only be for a short amount of time, but it was nice while it lasted. If you have seen it, let me know what you think. Did you hate it? Do you love it? Do you think it's overrated? Let me know, I'm curious. One more fun fact for you. I actually auditioned to play the protagonist of Once in a theater production in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I didn't get in because I'm pretty sure I bombed the audition. But someday I want to play the part. So this week, our special guest taster is yet again Benjamin Willett. So Ben, take it away.
Ooh, that's good. Not too sweet, but you still taste the alcohol, which I like in a cocktail.
Me too. So guys, I think that'll do it for our St. Patrick's Day special. I hope you guys liked it. I'm thinking of moving the show to Fridays at 5 though. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and cheers.